Fellas at home, if you are watching the Unspoken podcast right now, your woman needs to invest. Make her take out her wallet. Make her pay for something small.
Ooh, Lord.
And then later on in the future, you let her take you to roof Chris or something like that.
Can't women invest in relationships, Tony? Dang. I'm Marcel.
And I'm Tanya.
I'm Dawn.
And I'm Kenny D.
And this is Unspoken. Each of us has picked a topic that caught our attention. And now we're going to unpack it with our special guest. What's going on, Kenny D?
What's up, man? How you guys doing?
Great, man.
Yeah.
I heard you from NYC, New York, holding it down.
Queens, born there all day long by way of Brooklyn, and I live in the DMV, obviously. But New York is where it all started.
Got it, man. And you have a show, right?
Yes, I do. So the name of my show is The Kenny D Show. Make sure you guys tune in on YouTube at The Kenny D Show Live.
Got it.
So today we're going to talk about an interesting topic. So is it love or manipulation? So love bombing, it feels amazing until it's not. So what's the difference between meeting someone and them being intentional about really getting to know you and love bombing the hell out of you? Because we've all met someone who have like done all the great things, taken you out, wined you and dined you, treated you special. But it's a very fine line between that and them being manipulative just to get what they want from you. So what do you all think? How do you, because a lot of women now, they'll say, oh, you're love bombing me, and they'll cut you off when a man is truly just trying to get to know you. They're truly putting forth effort. And a man who's truly intentional, who knows what he wants and is ready, he's going to be intentional in every way. So I can see where a lot of women would mistake it as love bombing.
Well, I think this love bombing is kind of, I guess, old, but also new in the way we approach it. Because I feel like before it was like the 90-day rule, you know, back in the day.
Who ain't though? We don't do no 90 days.
Well, some people,
I got
some
the 20,
people do.
my rule is 21 days.
Can somebody explain that? What's a 90-day rule and what's a 21-day
Because
rule?
sometimes you have
I
90
don't
days
like
to
Steve
kind
Harvey.
of prove who you are. Because I do feel like that shows who you are in 90 days.
Okay.
So that's mine.
It's a Steve Harvey thing.
Yes.
Steve Harvey. But the little, don't get me started, man. This anyway. So is the rule around it's 90 days and it's 21 days now?
Well, no, 90 days is basically like you're not supposed to let the man hit for 90 days.
Oh, that's impossible. And then 21? 90, oh, wait, 90 days to hit it. Not I. Anyway, at 21 days for what?
That's my rule. I have a 21-day rule. But carry on.
Okay. So love bombing, 21 days, 90 days. Thank you for catching me
Right,
up.
so I'm just saying, I think now that that's the new catchphrase actually used today, love bombing. And it's when a man is showing you all of this love and affection and attention in the beginning to really get you like, oh, he's the best. This is the best thing that's ever happened to me. Just to find out once that, in my case, 90 days hit, it's back to regular old Joe.
So I know y'all do it, so I know y'all have done it before.
Yes.
Tell the truth.
How? What?
You never love bombed?
Absolutely not. Kenny
Come on,
D gonna
Kenny.
take a break. Come on, man.
Kenny, I know you did.
When you see a guy love bombing, that just means he's truly not really interested. That's the truth. He's coming in with intentions.
Wow.
Yes, indeed.
That's
He's
what
not
that means?
interested.
Wow.
He's just there for a fun time. We see anybody love bombing. Oh, you're so beautiful. I love your hair. I love your shoes, your makeup. He is really not there for the long haul. That's the truth about love bombing.
I'm shocked. Okay, so let me get this straight. So let's just say, hypothetically, Marcel is 58, right?
I'm 52. Damn, gave me 6 years? Come on, man, shit.
So listen, let's just say Marcel gets to this point in his life where he's like, I'm ready to find my wife. He meets a woman who is amazing. She's beautiful. She checks most of the boxes. Right? You wouldn't be intentional about showing her, saying, hey, you're beautiful, calling her every day, showing up, planning dates, sending her flowers. A woman could mistake that as love bombing when he's actually just being intentional because he does not want to lose this thing that he has now found once he's ready. I'm a woman, so I don't know. I'm asking.
I'm just telling you that it feels like here we are. We're in society now, and it's this over-defining everything.
Yes.
And that's when I first heard about this word, which only was like a month ago. I really thought it was a good thing. I was like, love bombing. Yeah, you love somebody, you giving them all that love and praise. I literally thought that, right? Then I read, and I read something on the internet. I had to go look, y'all. You know, that's how it is when you're 52. And I was like, what the hell? It was like this long ass negative scheming type of manipulation that's going on to get somebody, I guess, to control them. And I'm like, I'm with you starting out, Dawn. If you really like somebody and you just really showing them love, and I thought traditionally if I meet somebody, then yeah, I'm calling them pretty consistently. Yeah, what we doing next? Yeah, where we traveling to? Yeah, here's some roses at work. How did that become a bomb? Well, I think that now that people, the only thing I did when I did read that, then they were like, the person is being over aggressive, right? Mm-hmm. Like not knowing where boundaries are.
Yes.
Basically trying to now manipulate the person once they have them in the grasp, right? I was like, okay, that's a different level, all right? Yeah. I've never practiced that. Seriously, I'm just being honest. I just never, to me, that path that I just rolled out, that's when I really like somebody. If I'm touching on what Kenny D said, like he said, I mean, sometimes if you meet somebody and she's not really your type and you kind of just trying to hit, then that's different because your approach is kind of going to be, I don't know if I wouldn't be doing all the things I just talked about if I'm just trying to hit.
But I think women misconstrue the intention as love bombing if it's too much. I had a guy week 1, he was like talking marriage.
See?
I'm like, Slim.
Come on. There you go.
You ain't even smelt it yet. You don't know whether you want to or not. I'm just saying.
Trying to wrap it up with a ring. Like what?
He planning trips. He talking marriage. He's sharing a lot of personal information. It was too much.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he was like trying to say, I expect you to call. Oops, excuse me. Yeah, so that was, to me, too much. Now, on the flip side of that, I find that men from New York seem to love bomb more than the DMV guys.
Damn.
Listen.
Them New Yorkers.
It can happen, but in all due respect with the fellas, and I know myself can attest to this, when we do come in genuine, sometimes it doesn't work out for the guys. Right?
Sure.
The woman doesn't like you. She likes the guy that's not giving her attention. He ain't calling every day. He's just going with the flow. Sometimes that's the man that they like. So a man like myself, Marcel, we will play the game. And that's how it goes.
Yeah. It's layers to this thing.
So wait, let me get this straight. So should we pay attention as women? Should we pay attention if a guy is doing too much? Or should we just receive it? Should we just be open to maybe this is my person?
Yes.
And should we just receive it? And if we got, we got.
Yes.
Is that kind of what it is?
I love that. There you go. That's where those of us with experience in relationships, that's what you should do. Just let it do what it does, and not all these definitions and damn girls, he trying to get me. Like,
he be scared because y'all scandalous.
Yeah, but women can be scandalous too.
No, y'all ain't right.
Okay, well now and specifically now, women are really trying to catch up in that area. Like they trying to do all way too much, and they trying to really do all this manipulation thing too. So it's not just a male gender thing. Now come on, women want to have 2 or 3 boyfriends now and all that. So let's stop it. Don't stop. There we go. So come on now.
Bombing. If I would probably say a traditional way that a woman probably love bombs is with the cook, like all of the things that they traditionally think men want.
Right.
Making these special meals, finding out all the things they like to do, making little, appointments for you to go play golf this week. You're just really putting yourself out there.
That's love bombing?
That's the only way I could see would do it.
That's
from
crazy.
a woman's perspective. Like just really going overboard, showing. I mean, so many men think that we do all these things because we want a ring. So I'm just kind of playing into that.
I mean, what else would be the objective?
Well, I'm just saying they feel like when we're love bombing, that's what they feel like we do.
But see, that's
But
why
I don't think men think we love bomb.
Thank you, because that's why I was confused.
It's a woman thing.
Because I was like, how can first of all, the
So
things
you
you
don't
just
think
laid
women
out.
sometimes
No, I
manipulate
think
men
there are
or
a lot
show
of,
a certain...
I think most of the women that I've ever met in this lifetime have been really genuine with it. Not trying to play games, but like you said, if they do like you, they inviting you over, cooking dinner for you, doing the nice things that they supposed to do.
Taking you to concerts and
right.
first dates.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm like, well, excuse me, man. I'm kind of going, if that's the case, right? Like, why am I going to step on your toes when you just trying to be natural? But that does make me think about something, though. Kenny D. Talk to me about red flags and green flags you see when you date.
Well, love bombing is a red flag.
That's why I thought about it, right? Like, so let's like break it down a little bit more. So like when you going out and you meet somebody, like, and you really starting, you in whatever phase you in. What are the red flags that you see? A couple of them, and tell us some green flags that you actually appreciate.
So red flags I see is a woman discussing her problems out of the gate. Oh, I got this bill got to be paid. I got that bill that got to be paid. She's not into you. You start paying that bill.
That's not true.
She's not into you. And as you start paying that bill, you will just be a wallet to her. Now, a green flag that I see is like Miss Tanya talked about. Maybe she's cooking dinner, seeing what you want, maybe going down the street, go get you some chicken. That woman is into you.
That's such a manly answer.
So now
you
his
want somebody
perspective
to
is wrong.
cook.
What's wrong?
No,
What's wrong with that?
That's all y'all want. Somebody, you want to come over her house. She got on her little boy shorts. She fried chicken. That's all y'all want.
Be simple. That's the whole point. That's what he's trying to take.
I don't
It's not
fry
that
chicken.
deep.
I don't fry chicken.
Look at something else. Boil something or something. Like, just do something to show that you can these days. Gosh darn. I mean, like, we asking for a lot. She jumped out on this because he said, like, being in the kitchen, like, what? That's such a man.
That's all you want, somebody in the kitchen.
But it's not that complicated. That's what we're saying. Everybody's making things too complicated now.
But the thing is, that why does it have to be the kitchen?
Why can't it be the kitchen?
Why can't it be something else?
Well, I was alluding to what...
So would you, if she's playing dinner, would that be the same?
Yes, because she's going out of her way to do
But
that.
she would need
She
to
doesn't
pay.
have to do that.
She would need to pay.
Yes, she needs to pay. She needs to invest. She needs to invest. If you are watching...
Invest?
Yes.
Did you use the word
You heard the word. I love that word. I love that word. I love this. Can D talk, please? Give it to her.
Fellas, at home, if you are watching the Unspoken podcast right now with us, the woman needs to invest. Make her take out her wallet. Make her pay for something small.
Oh, Lord.
And then maybe later on in the future, you let her take you to Roof Chris or something like that. But make her invest.
Okay.
Yes.
Hold up. I mean, can't women invest in relationships, Tanya? Damn. Pause. She really had to think about people. Can you invest?
I guess you can. I can't really speak to that. I think women see it in a different way. I think when we invest, it's because some time is there. I don't think that we come out of the gate investing. That's not what we're trained to do, so to speak, if you want to use that word. Naturally, that's just not what we do. I mean, we weren't taught that. That's not tradition. And I know I always bring up all the traditional ways, but it is said that a man should be the first to pay for the date, invest. So I don't know about that. Maybe that's a whole different age group. So yeah, I'm clutching my pearls too, because I'm not saying that I would not invest in a man, but it would have to be a serious relationship and some time there before I am investing.
Yes, later on, you want the woman to invest, right? But
Yes.
the reason why you want her to, because it's harder for her to leave, is she's
Well,
invested.
that's how we feel about y'all.
That's the... Listen to what I'm saying.
And the longer y'all stay.
That's true, but let the woman invest, because if they're taking money out of their purse, they're not going to be happy with that. So you want to make sure she invests.
Depends on the woman, because I will say, unlike Tanya, I have invested up front. I don't have a problem with buying the tickets, paying for the chef, paying for the meals, paying for a vacation. I have no problem with that up front within the first 30, 60, 90 days, okay? I don't have a problem with that.
Okay.
But I also will walk away in 2.3 seconds. The more money I spend up front, if you're not on your P's and Q's, I'm gone.
Wow, I didn't even know money had that much weight early in the game.
It has that much weight
So-
because I feel like for a man to feel that comfortable with letting me open my wallet
Yes. That's what I'm
and
talking
have
about.
that much comfort, I'm okay with doing it. I need to see reciprocation. I need to see that there's something you're doing on your end. The same way you feel like if you spend money, you want her to cook. I feel like if I spend money, what you doing for me? What are you reciprocating? Why should I keep you around? Why should I keep picking you up, items when I go to Louis? Why? Why am I dropping you gifts? Why am I buying the concert tickets? Why am I doing that? And then you want me to bust it open. I'm just saying.
Well, that's a given. That's a given. We definitely want that. You want her investing down the
wow.
road while we are leading up front, fellas. That's what you want. And that way she stays. That's what you want.
But I'm not staying. I'm proving that your point is not valid because that does not make me stay.
So what's making you stay?
What are you reciprocating?
I guess what she's saying, it ain't tricking if she got it. So she don't
Yeah,
mind
I mean, the
spending
thing
it,
is, for
but that
women
doesn't make her stay.
Yeah, if a woman is spending her last to do for you,
Yes.
yes, she's going
That's
to stay.
that woman may.
But if this is overflow over here, I'm just sprinkling little things
No.
here and there.
We don't want it overflow. Just a little
No, I'm
bit.
just saying, but you got to think, if I have this much and I'm sprinkling the concert tickets, I might take you on a little vacation. I might do this. Those are sprinkles. It's not that important to me. It's not that big. So I don't need to stay. You're just a toy.
This one right here. Saw that. And so let me make sure I'm clear. So is it a red flag when he goes and inadvertently just goes, let's see if she pays for it? Is that a red flag?
Yes.
Is it a red flag?
It's a red flag
Yes.
for me, yes.
So let me just say this. So for instance, if I say I'm going to take you on vacation, I'm going to pay for everything. If you don't offer to do something, red flag. You don't have to pay. Now keep in mind, I'm expecting to pay for everything. Flights, hotels, cars, whatever. I'm going to hire the drivers and everything. They coming to pick you up, all that. I'm giving you all that. But you need to offer something because you're a man.
I agree with that.
Okay.
What I'm saying is I will lead in the beginning, right? Throughout the relationship, but as time goes on, I'll let you invest a little bit. Little stupid stuff like the chicken I was talking about going to the store. Oh, hey, can you give me a shirt or something like that when you're out? Little stuff to let me know like, okay, she's into me. That's what I'm saying.
So at what point does it doesn't turn into a waste of time? Because I'm investing these things and I don't even know if you're really serious.
Yeah.
I could just be spending money frivolous.
Once I'm spending my money, I'm serious. I'm
I'm talking about me.
Y'all killing me, man. Like I mean, seriously, I don't even know how. And I'm all right. So I'm assuming we're all starting from scratch. Like we talking about first dates, second date, third dates.
Yes.
I don't even see why. I'm totally agreeing with you on that one, Dawn. Please don't keep that on tape. But like, I think it goes both ways though, right? Because if I'm with somebody and I just met them and you named out some things that we doing, going out to eat and going to some flight somewhere to Miami or something stupid, Jamaica, whatever. In my mind, it's not a big deal anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't even really care about it. I'm not
Right.
even thinking about the monetary part of it. Like you said, I'm more or less looking at how the person is.
Receiving.
Right.
And if she's cool, like at some point she goes, no, I got this.
Yeah.
And then that tells me a lot.
Yeah.
Right. So again, that
how
part,
they receive.
right. And so
Yeah.
I think that plays both ways with
agree with
both
that.
genders. But I think I'm probably also with Tanya. Like I just don't think money is even in play first, second, third, fourth date with me. Because I just feel like that's just not something to be broached. And I think a lot of times now, you hear people discussing money and who's supposed to pay at the first date, or second date, third date. And I'm like, why are you even talking about that?
First of all, they bring that up, I am out.
Right. Like, and that's what I'm saying. And I think the
Yeah.
smart part there is people should think about the person they're with and start being more observant. Because it's kind of like what we were saying about love bombing. You're making an issue where there is no issue.
Right.
Yes.
Right. So you have to be careful with that. And I think when I was thinking about this subject, and we were talking about my top like red flags. It wasn't even in this realm, because I first started thinking about, if I'm with her, I'm thinking about how she treats her family and kids. Right? I'm like, does she have a good relationship?
Well, Kenny the one who brought it up.
Yeah, Kenny was down there with the chicken and pan. Excuse me, all on, because I was like, no.
It wasn't even me.
Yeah, I was looking at like the real service stuff. Like, all right, is she kind? Is she nice to people?
Whatever, Marcel.
No, it does matter. And so we out eating. Let's go, keep it simple. And she rude to the waiter.
Now that's a red flag.
Yeah,
That's what I said, right? Like, that's a red flag. Like, why are you treating the waiter like that? Like, really? That's what we doing? Right. And then I said again, if she always beefing with her own kids, like, I don't even talk to my oldest. Like, come on, thank you. Like, that tells me, I'm like, okay, she don't really love family like that.
Yeah, she has a
beef with your own kids,
that
right?
is true.
And now y'all touched on my third one, which is finances. Right, I'm like, okay, if we beefing over the first date and you talking some
It's gonna be a problem.
right, I'm out anyway. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Right,
We're talking about dinner here?
Yes.
And it's an issue?
Right.
Then we can't go long term, right? Because
no
what are you
way.
talking about? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
So that
no
was
way.
that was me, the way I thought
But that's
about it.
easy because you're not asking her to pay for anything them first couple of dates.
Right, but again, I actually respected his perspective, because he said he's looking to see if she's investing early in the relationship. I think, I'm not even flagging that as generational. I'm thinking that that's just a different perspective, because when he used that wording, I thought about it. I'm like, well, that's actually kind of legit.
Yeah, that would be after date 4.
No, but if Kenny D want to put you to the test and want to see what you're going to do.
But that's not date 4 or 5. That's not date 1, 2, and 3.
But it's flipping it date 1, because if he got...
He got something to say.
I'm going to let you jump in right now, Kenny, but I'm just saying, if Kenny D's pockets are good, and now he's doing, this is the whole reverse psychology thing that's legit these days, right? Because you can't take anybody to Cheesecake Factory anymore, right?
Right.
So if Kenny D is just literally sitting back just to see what she's going to do, and see if she's going to actually pay, or she's going to make a big deal out of it, that's actually next level.
You got to see. I remember a couple of months ago, I had a woman, we were talking, took her out. I spent all my money, right? Nothing wrong with that. I turned around and asked her, hey, can I have, lunch, $25 or whatever? Just send it to me.
Ooh, Jesus.
The person started complaining.
Oh, heck yeah.
They started complaining, $25. I don't need it. I don't even need it.
Right.
But I want to see.
Don't be testing me, though.
Yeah.
You're going to test, but you're going to test me. You're going to test
No,
me.
we don't test, but don't test me on that. Can you send me $25? Delete and bluckety block.
Right. Yeah.
That means you're not into
Absolutely.
me.
Off the break. No, I might have been into you until you asked for that $25.
And why is that triggering?
Because you a brokey.
Damn.
If you ask for $25, you a brokey.
Damn.
That's how I look at it.
Damn.
Why do you need $25?
Yeah.
I want to see if you're going to do it.
I look at
need
it
to
as
see.
like you're broke.
Yeah, that would turn me off if a man
A whole
asked me
turn
that.
off. It's no
I mean,
way.
this is the only way, and I'm being honest, I'm very traditional when it comes to dating. The absolute and only way I would be paying something for something early on is if I asked the person to go out.
Okay.
Now,
I can get that.
being a
makes sense.
traditional dater, I'm not going to even really ask a man to
Right.
go out. They're going to always, if they ask me, then they are responsible for paying for that date. So, yeah, that would be the only way. It's just like, and sometimes it'll be like, I don't like none of the stuff he's picking. So I
I
would
never run into
then.
this issue. I never run into this issue. All the men
Right.
that I go out with always pay.
Pay.
Right.
I
and that's my
never,
point.
Right.
it never even comes up on date 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Right.
But
But that's what I'm saying.
The
That's
men of
the
a certain
only way I
stature,
would do it.
They don't want
What
you
you
going in
pay,
your
they don't.
pocket.
Right. Exactly.
So, and that's what I'm saying about, I think, again, just overall, what Tanya is saying about just traditionally.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we're just in that group
Yeah.
where that's just,
Well, so is Kenny.
it's always been a staple.
He just
Nah,
resisted.
Kenny over there on some
he
mental mind,
resisted.
Yoda mind trick shit. You want to see what you going to do before you do it. That's a little different. Like, that's Kenny D doing it his way, Kenny D doing his way. But I think that's why we probably just aligning on that one issue. Like, it's just something that you just don't even want to test the mind up on. Because I agree with you too. Like, doing something like that, then you like, that you don't have $25.
That's the first thing I think.
$25, like, you right. Then you just
Then I'm like,
about it.
because in my mind, I'm like, if we ever get to the next level, is he asking me to pay the light bill? I mean, is he saying, do you got the money for the cable bill? Where I'm like, and and not only that, when I look at my long-term goals, I personally would feel like we're not aligned.
Right.
Because if my long-term goals is to get to 8 figures,
Right.
you're asking me for $25.
Right.
I'm like, yo, dude.
Yeah.
But if I'm there for you and I'm taking you to nice dates and stuff like that, me asking for 25, that shouldn't be a problem.
So I feel like you should wait. I feel like as a man should just wait and see what a woman does.
I agree with that too.
So,
I agree with that
like
too.
for instance, like I've been going out and I met a guy and he's been showering me with like attention and gifts and all that. So I send him gifts.
So let me ask you a real question. Are you into him?
I am.
Why?
Because he's showing me a lot of attention, which I'm confusing as love bomb.
So once he stops,
I'm like, is this love bomb?
Yeah, see?
once he stops the showering of the gifts,
He's not going to stop.
if he stops, most men
that
can't
to
keep it up.
existence.
Most men can't keep it up.
They
if
can,
he
if they
stops,
have it.
if he stops, are you done?
Well, the thing that's most important to me is how he's treating me. It's the things that he's doing.
Did you hear my question?
I heard you. But like I said, the thing that's most important are the things that he's doing. So that takes precedent over the dinners and things like that.
Okay.
You know,
So again,
hey, you're on your way to work. I made you lunch.
if he stops, if he stops, it's a yes or no question. Are you done with it? If he stops doing what he's doing,
showing me the attention, yes.
okay.
So
Because
it's not
it-
about the gifts, it's about the attention.
It's about the attention.
I respect
If he stops showing me the attention,
respect
Yeah.
then yes, it is over.
Okay, I respect
It
that.
is done.
That's pretty definitive. Jesus.
Because I mean that's what is important to me is someone who treats me a particular way.
Yeah.
And if you're treating me in a way that's giving me life and making me happy and it's making me joyful and wanting to take it further, then yeah, if you stop doing that, it's over. Because what do you do when you're married? If they stop in the middle, that causes an issue within your relationship. You can't stop having sex with your husband.
It's true.
You can't stop cooking him dinner and you've been cooking all this time. You can't stop showing up for him,
You absolutely can't stop doing all of those things if that's what you choose to do.
but you shouldn't. But you
I'm
should
not saying, but you can.
You shouldn't. I feel like if you sign up to be someone's wife, it's certain things that you just should continue.
Yeah, I've always been just kind of like more like the jet on the runway. Like, I don't believe in just coming out the gate and being up. I like slowly getting back.
That's why you single now.
It's
like
really
I'm
just. you understand what I'm saying? though?
First of all, at this age, ain't
Right.
nobody got time to be.
Well, everybody does slow their damn roll because
It's 21 days.
The
That's all we
jet
got.
gonna get to an altitude that you're gonna be happy with. But I'm not going all out of my way with all that like off the break. To me, that's just again, it's a red flag from that standpoint. Like, why are you trying to overwhelm somebody with all of this fantastic nonsense? And again, modestly saying, I have the capabilities to do that, right? But I'm not going to do that because, again, they're setting this ridiculous, stupid standard that's not necessary because if you have experience in relationships, you know that you just want to get there. And, like, again, that takeoff is memories, Dawn. It's experiences. It's us climbing together. It's not me just jumping out with sending you 20 dozen flowers for 2 weeks in a row and, like, oh, you feeling like you being, like, that's just so stupid. So, again, and there are guys out there that could do that, but I think you setting yourself up long term because you can't keep that up. That's why I agree with Kenny D. You cannot keep that up. It's impossible. So why start there? Like, why don't you start in a reasonable place that we all can relate to and let it gradually get better, ma'am? You do have time. When you on what you
First of all, so the thing is, that's the big difference between how men and women date. Because men, you all do feel like you have time because you all can be 65 and date the 45-year-old. As women, we don't feel like we have as much time as we get older because wasting 2 years with one person takes a big chunk out of our life. So we are going to be more intentional and pay a little bit more.
Okay.
So I'm not going to waste a year to figure out whether you're the one or not. You better get up that runway a little faster or I'm gone. I mean, it just is what it is.
We're going to agree to disagree on this
I mean,
one.
no, we don't have to agree to disagree because it's just that a man like you, I would not date. because I'm not going.
Damn, how I get the axe? You just chop off my head on TV. Bro, you chopped my head off on TV. Like, how did I get chopped? Just because I said I want to take my time? That's crazy.
Because men, taking time is equivalent to, let's see where it goes.
Yeah.
Let's play it out. Let's go with the flow. That's what that is. That turns into a situationship in 2.3 seconds.
I can't speak for KD, but I feel rushed if you flip it. Like like you can't be trying to tell me like where we should be in a year.
But I'm not telling
like I
you
need to be lined up
Well, most
for
women
marriage.
are going to tell you that. I mean,
What?
I think we always have a silent timeline in our head.
Yeah,
That's the weird
and we're
thing.
going to state our
Because I don't want nothing about my life is a plateau. I am always in motion, constantly moving up.
Period.
I don't want a relationship that plateaus. So we have to continue to grow. Period. You know, I mean, if we start off fast, then
It should continue
yeah,
in the upward trajectory.
I mean, consistency is always super
Period.
important in all aspects of life, but specifically in a relationship, consistency is
And
important.
let's just keep it real.
So inconsistency would be a red
Let's keep it
flag.
real. This one right here, and I say, oh, I'm going to hit within 90 days. So you want to rush that, but you don't want to rush
90
the relationship.
days?
But
It don't take no 90 days to know if you want to physically be with somebody.
But it
takes 3 dates. It's a 3-date rule.
Okay,
wow.
Drill down on it.
Set it straight. You want to have sex in 3 days.
Never.
But
3
it take
dates.
2 years
Never.
to figure out
No,
what
3
lifestyle?
dates. 3 days. If you get to the 3rd date and you're not hitting it, you're in trouble. Okay? Because it does not take more than
So
3
you want
dates
to
to
take
know.
3 dates to have sex? Or less?
Yes. No, not
But-
less. Less you looking like a slut. Do not bang on the first date, ladies. Do not do that. I'm talking to my kids right now, and I always do. Do not on the first date bang. Second date, you feeling them out like, all right, he was
Never.
worth the second date, so I think I'm gonna
And then
give
the
him the
third
bone.
date, you
Third
like,
date,
bam.
come on down. You coming over? We gonna figure out what's going on. It's going
Is
down.
that how it goes, Marcel?
It's been like that my whole life.
That's crazy.
I have never, ever, maybe I might have violated and got it to the 4th date. Maybe.
Or 5th or 6th.
Nah, it's never gone to 5 or 6 ever.
Wow.
Ever. By the third,
Dude, that's a setup right
to
there.
close it
See,
out,
but
to
you
close it
see
out.
the inconsistencies though. He's saying, oh, I'm going to hit in 3 dates, but let me take it slow to be intentional.
It's still going up. You're still going up. I'm just saying by the 3rd date, I know what's up. But my point there is again,
some bullshit.
but no, how is it bullshit?
That's
Anyway,
bullshit,
look,
right?
that's just my perspective. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. You can want to bone on the 10th date, good for you. But like I said, I'm gonna do it Dawn. If you violate that rule, I promise you, date 4 is either gonna be you out or you in. It is not gonna be. It's not gonna be a 5th date. So if you get ghosted after the 3rd date, remember your boy told you. Yeah.
Well, ladies, I'm gonna say this: stay true to yourself, because nobody picking up them kind of bodies. No goddamn on 3 days.
Ain't
That's
nobody doing that.
ridiculous. There's no way in the world I would ever subscribe to that. Ever. That is.
Because just imagine how many bodies you want.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
doing that.
Man, when you dating, you dating.
But
that's not
dating.
dating.
Is different than.
How much dating you doing? I mean, bodies.
But yes,
If you get 3 dates of my time.
Okay, y'all don't look at it like that, but it's women. Nobody don't want all them notches on their belt.
No,
First of all, those are
absolutely not.
invisible notches, and nobody's saying you a hoe because you.
First of all,
dating.
DC is small. Y'all know the DMV is small. You walk into a party and you done screw 8 of the guys. That's pissy.
Well, that's for y'all. You right.
Right, that's
Y'all,
what
you
I'm
don't want.
talking
You don't.
about.
Y'all don't need bodies. Guys don't. They don't work that day. Do you want to finish it out, Kenny D? Though, like, let me say.
Let me piggyback on what Marcel said about the 3 dates. It
Lord.
only gets to a 4th date if she has shown that she is really interested in the 3rd or 2nd date. That means when you guys are sitting watching movies, maybe she's rubbing your leg, maybe she's kissing your neck. Then maybe if you don't get on the 3rd date, you could go to a 4th because you're very close. She's showing interest. I'll say that.
There you go.
I'm literally hyperventilating over here because
I don't know what type of dudes I'm dating because I get to 5, 6, 7 dates.
So I don't know what they.
Good ones.
Those are the guys that they're into you more than you're into them.
Definitely.
That's what's going on.
Well, with that being said, there's so many double standards out here when it comes to dating, when it comes to beauty. It's all of these things that we just really don't understand as women. For one thing, I'm gonna say I'm gonna always be true to my gut. But I got y'all ladies, I'm gonna ask some of these questions for you guys. specifically when it comes to beauty standards, because we are talking about, and even looking at some of our comments, they run the gamut as to, I wouldn't date a woman who wears this, or I wouldn't do this. Is there really a beauty standard when it comes to women? I mean, I know we're doing a lot of enhancements these days, a lot of, I'll just leave it at beauty enhancements, whether it be hair, whether it be body. Is that something that men are really into? Or because when I look at the polls, everybody says they want these natural women, but constantly these women who are not natural are the ones who's turning the heads.
I think those types of women who are not natural, they're turning their heads for guys who maybe want the fun time. If they want fun, then yeah, you're gonna turn their heads, right? You'll still turn heads because men are attracted to beauty, but natural will always be the way to go.
Interesting.
Hey, Kenny D is crushing it because, I mean, if you asking our perspective.
Yes.
And again, all right, hold up. First of all, I dated a lot of women with weaves, and they look great.
Me too.
And I just happened to marry somebody who just had her natural hair. So I think beauty is what beauty is.
Yes.
I just think that now it's a little interesting because, you know, women are doing these BBLs, they doing these fucking huge eyelashes. It's just, to me, it feels like a lot. Like, because your natural beauty is going to be there. And makeup is what it's supposed to be. Hairstyles are what they're supposed to be. Those are areas where you have flexibility. But when they're going over the top, trying to exaggerate certain areas of their body, you kind of lose me. Again, you've heard me talk about in different episodes where, you know, a woman her proportions don't look right. She's just looking like her ass is huge as hell, and she has this small body, and she's just looking crazy. And you're just kind of looking at that like, I guess to some guy, that might be sexy, but most of the time I see that, I go, that's not even appealing.
Yeah.
But I mean, there are a lot of women where they are getting enhancements done and they look extremely natural, where you cannot tell.
Agreed.
There are a lot of women who are doing it. But I think to Tanya's point, I mean, you all do say that you want that. But if you met a woman who checked, let's say 9 out of the 10 boxes, but she had a fupa, her butt was a little square, not really rounded like y'all like it. Maybe she wasn't as beautiful as you like. She's still beautiful, but not as beautiful as you like. She might have the natural hair and all those things, but are you able to lay down with someone every day and make them your wife if physically she does not appeal to you?
That is very tough, I'll be honest. Because men, we like physical. Now, she's coming with the personality. She can make me laugh. I feel like I can talk to her. I always feel like I want her in my space. Then yes. But the beauty is going to have to be there.
But so she makes you laugh. She's amazing, but she's not cute. It's a yes or no.
She not cute?
She not cute. her body ain't right. And she ain't cute. So you are willing to. So she has 80% of what you want, but that 20% you're willing to throw her away because of the 20.
That's a big 20. That's not 20. That's more 50, 60. You know, than 20. I believe the beauty's gonna have to be there.
But you have to think, as women, you know, we've seen the comments. We're told that we should take, you know, the guys that are not that great. You know, they got the stomachs, they got the bad knees, they have the physical ailments and all the things. We won't name them. But have all the physical ailments. We're told that we should take that because they're nice. We're even told that although we make $400,000 a year, we should take someone that makes 50.
No,
because
I don't agree with that.
Because he likes you and he loves you and he's going to treat you good. So you have to think it is a double standard there, and you all are not willing to even. I feel like if you meet a girl that checks all the boxes and she don't look right, pay to get her a BBL and a tummy tuck.
Who should pay for it?
That man over there. You ain't messing around with the pockets, bro. You talking about pockets. Who's gonna pay for it?
Now he's a pro.
I'm not paying for something she wants and she don't already have it. No. She might already come with it.
Not clutching his chain.
Yeah.
So she's checking all the boxes. Why wouldn't
reaction on that
you?
one.
All you have to do to make her your perfect woman is to drop 10 grand.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. The next man pay for that. I'm not doing it. But you know,
next
I'm not
man.
doing it.
Look, this shows though. You know what's interesting? It came up in my feed, and it's Jamal Bryant said it. He said that men. This is our biggest weakness. He's like, men marry for the physical versus the person that really actually fits them.
Yes.
And that did strike me because I was like,
I agree with that.
He's right.
Yeah.
You know, and that is a weakness.
Yeah.
Because if you're just sitting there looking at somebody and you like, I need that in public.
Yes.
And she's not really a good fit, and you still rolling with that.
Yes.
Where do you end up landing, right?
Yeah.
And he's right, and I'm sad and so embarrassed to admit, you know. But like unfortunately, a 20% actually does have a big deal in our heads. It's really out of whack. It's not cool.
So I can't
It's not
believe
cool.
you all would throw away a woman that has all of these amazing qualities,
Yes.
that fits everything that you need, and the only thing is physically she's not with you.
But she doesn't have all the qualities. Once the physical is not there, it's messed up.
That's the craziest
Oh
thing
my
ever.
goodness.
All right, y'all. Let's wrap up the show. Give me y'all takeaways, please. What does our audience need to know?
Men are full of shit. That's the bottom line takeaway right here.
Damn.
That would be the bottom line takeaway. He wants somebody to fry chicken. He like, you need to fry chicken, you gotta be cute. And you gotta send me $25.
$25. I mean, yeah, Kenny D. We gotta put this on the map.
Oh man.
I think I'm at a loss for words right there. This episode is really kind of taking me
It
out.
does have me off about, damn, I done admitted to all our flaws and shit on TV.
Saying.
Yeah,
And I mean, meanwhile, women are more so
So
looking.
men think like Kenny did.
They do think like him. And meanwhile, we're looking for someone who cares for us and is nurturing and a protector and a provider.
Really?
We're looking for things like that. And we're even willing to take someone outside of what our norm is. Like I'm even dating a guy who's way shorter. I don't date anyone under like 6'2". Ever. And I'm dating someone shorter because he's checking all the other boxes. We're willing to compromise there. Y'all ain't willing.
So you willing to compromise on the wallet? Are you willing to compromise there?
I'm not compromising on that.
okay, I think on that.
I'm not compromising on that piece. And you know that ain't right.
Right.
You have to be aligned. At the end of the day, the core values have to be aligned. Money is a core value. If you've ever been married before, like all of us have been, that's one of the biggest issues that come up in marriage a lot of time with couples that get divorced.
But he's giving you
It's
80% of what you need. Taking you out. Nice
He's not
personality.
taking me out if he don't have no money.
1 second. He's under 6'2". You used to taller guys, but the
He
money
over-
part.
Oh, but he all right.
This hair is stuttering.
No, he's all right.
That's what I'm saying.
But if I met someone and they did not have they did not have it and they weren't able to get there, no.
Exactly.
Well, my takeaway is you compromise where you can. You try to grow together. You really should pay attention to the smallest things. That the things that matter to you, they matter. That's the bottom line. All of us have demonstrated that we have different perspectives in certain areas, but at the end of the day, you should really drill down on what works best for you. Make that your standard and move forward. I want to thank you, Kenny D. I mean, he's the man today. I appreciate the special guest. Hey, represent New York, the DMV, very well. This is Marcel Clark. This is Unspoken. Dawn, Tanya, episode 6.
Seven.
Dawn, Tanya, episode 7. Okay.